Board of Equalization, Appeal and Equalization to order, being at June 22nd, 6:48. I think the only business is to approve the meeting minutes that were in our packet from the June 15th.
So moved.
Second. Motion made by Commissioner Olson, seconded by Commissioner Kavesi to approve the meeting minutes from the June 15th Board of Appeal and Equalization for Winona County. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Okay, they are approved. I don't, Sandra, do you know of any other business to come before this particular board? Okay, all right, so.
Move to adjourn.
I'll second.
Motion made by Commissioner Olson, seconded by Commissioner Meyer to adjourn. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. We're adjourned. Thank you. Good evening.
Evening.
Such a beautiful summer. It is summer now, evening in Winona County, and we probably had $1 million rain the other day, so everything's looking pretty good, although we always can use more. We will start the meeting with the public comment. Any speaker can come to the podium in the audience, or we still have the virtual world connected. Is there anyone wishing to address the county board about any issue? Is there?
Who's mom and dad?
Yeah, mom and dad.
Mom and dad, yeah. Is there anyone wishing to address the Winona County Board? And for the last time, is there anyone wishing to address the Winona County Board? All right, seeing no activity there, we'll move on. Item number 3, approval of the county board meeting minutes from June 8th, 2021.
I move approval. Second.
We have a motion by Commissioner Jacobs, second by Commissioner Olson to approve the meeting minutes.
Sorry,
Okay.
that was me.
That's all right. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Carried. I'm hearing voices, Marie. I don't. All right.
Now you're up on the screen, Marie. Forget this. I have the video off. I'm turning it off. Well, so you think.
Now you are, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Now we just have you.
Sorry.
That's okay.
That was too larger than life.
It seems like, we've gone almost a year using the
Transported
virtual, but every time you log on, it seems like somebody's changed something, the way it's formatted, and everybody, every now and then, somebody's really struggling. Item 4, consent comments and approval of the agenda. Mr. Fritz, do you have anything?
I have nothing to change or add.
All right. Commissioner Jacob?
Nothing for me.
Commissioner Olson?
Nothing for me.
Commissioner Meyer?
Gosh, I had an announcement and I can't remember, so can I?
I'll
say
put you as a placeholder.
as a maybe? And
Yeah,
then if
maybe.
It'll come to me over the next 10,
Yes.
15 minutes.
Yes. Not a problem. Commissioner Kavesi?
Yeah, I have 2 announcements. But one's a committee report.
Okay. And Attorney Sonneman?
Nothing for me, thank you.
And I have one announcement. So with that, a motion would be in line for the approval of the agenda as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Jacob, seconded by Commissioner Kavesi to approve the agenda as presented. Any further comment, discussion? I would, being that he took the time to show up, our new 5.1, I would just like to maybe break that out for a separate comment. Took the time to get all dressed up and come in and see us. I think we should recognize him.
Okay.
All right. So we had a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Okay. The agenda is approved. Mr. Fritz, if you would read.
I will read the consent agenda into the record. 5.1 was pulled for further discussion. 5.2, approve recommendation to appoint veteran service officer and approve resolution. 5.3, approve 2020 emergency management performance grant. 5.4, approve monthly resolution. 5.5, approve renewal of grant agreement with City of Winona through Winona Friendship Center for Advocacy and Information and Referral Services to Senior Citizens. 5.6, approve Region 10 interagency agreement to clarify roles, and payment structure regarding the video campaign targeting child and teen checkup outreach. 5.7, award bid of annual supply of gasoline and diesel fuel to Severson Oil Company. 5.8, approve agreement with Visual Labs, Inc. for body camera and in-vehicle recording system. And 5.9, confirm payment of disbursements. And that concludes the consent agenda.
I'll move to approve the consent agenda as read.
Second.
We have a motion by Commissioner Jacob, second by Commissioner Olson to approve the consent business as read. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Opposed?
Aye.
Wake up, people. Opposed, nay? Okay, approved. Thank you. All right. Then we'll go to 5.1. And this is to approve the resolution appointing John Conway as county assessor. And John, and I see Mr. Hacken, Steve Hacken joined us tonight. Just greatly appreciate your being up to speed. You've got all the right classes and what do you call them? Licensures? Are there licenses that are required that you can take over and work for the citizens of Winona County? And I wish you the best. I know it's not an easy job. People, when you start talking about people's property and what they're going to pay in taxes and such, they can get upset. But I think your predecessor always had a calming demeanor. And I think from what I've seen, you also have that nice calming demeanor that you will be approachable and work with them and figure it out. So I don't know if anything we can do to help you. Keep sharp pencils and papers on your desk. Now, a question though, are we changing some computer system with the taxes, or that's a constant, right? But there's no major change.
Yeah, there will be a change coming, and they've been working on it for several years. Steve could go on and on and on about that.
Yeah. But it's not simplifying it any, is it?
No,
Sandra's
I don't
shaking
think
her
that's,
head.
not from a tax standpoint,
That's
no.
not a Minnesota
I don't think
goal.
that's possible.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, and stuff. So,
But that will be coming at some point, yeah.
okay, it's an ongoing activity, I guess, in county government. But I don't know. Any words from either of you?
I can't tell you how pleased I am that Mr. Conway is taking over for me. He has been a wonderful employee for me for nearly 13 years. He's growing leaps and bounds from the day he started, and I think he's ready to do a great job and continue all the work that we've been doing for a long time, providing quality assessments to the communities. So I'm really, really happy he's taking over.
All right.
Good.
Good. Well, thank you. John, put you on the spot.
No, just like Steve said, I learned a lot from him. We were very lucky to have him for this long. I've heard horror stories from other counties, but we were lucky to have him for all these years, and I was able to learn so much from him. And no, I hope to make you guys proud.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you, John.
So we need a motion to approve the resolution.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion to approve the resolution by Commissioner Olson, seconded by Commissioner Kavesi. Any further discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. All right. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate your time. June is Dairy Month. Steve, maybe buy John an ice cream cone or something on it.
I told him about a beer.
Oh.
But,
All right. General business. Tonight we have a presentation, a new project that Habitat for Humanity is working on. So we have Amanda Headland, correct? Yes. And who did you bring with? Introduce who you brought with you. Soon, yeah, soon.
Thank you for having me. Can you hear me okay? I'm very short.
Yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to come and visit with you just briefly today about some expansion that Habitat for Humanity would like to do in its larger service area. So I first sent all of you a letter letting you know that Habitat for Humanity has reduced its service area to now serve Winona County exclusively. And the rationale behind that decision was that there are 1,000 units of affordable housing needed in Winona County between owner opportunities.
Sorry to cut in. Sorry. Amanda's mic is not on.
Oh,
Oh,
click.
okay.
Yeah.
I think it's on. I
There you
think
go.
I just wasn't speaking.
You just turned it on. Yeah.
Okay, can you hear now?
Yes, I can. Thank you.
Okay, all right.
Okay, I'll start from the top. So Habitat for Humanity recognizes that there are 1,000 units of affordable housing needed throughout Winona County between ownership and rental options. And so for that reason, we have changed our geographic service area to serve Winona County exclusively so that we can expand the work that we're doing. That includes the addition of aging in place services and the expansion of home construction. So we would like to begin offering home construction on an annual basis in partnership with Minnesota State College Southeast in rural communities. And what that would look like is working with local communities on the family selection process, involving the communities to find the right homeowner where they live, and then building the home with students providing the construction, and then using USDA Rural Development 502 financing so that USDA assumes ownership of the mortgage instead of Habitat for Humanity providing that servicing. And what that does is immediately reinvest the funds in Habitat for Humanity's construction program. And so then we can immediately invest in the next rural plot and the next rural home. And we have the workforce ready to go. This allows there to be repeatable curriculum so that cohort after cohort of students will have the same instruction. Because you've probably noticed as well that we have got a lot of attrition in our construction workforce as people who've been career-long providers of service to the community are retiring. And we haven't got sufficient young people staying here and learning those trades. So the college has had great success in increasing the enrollment of the students. And then when they work in community together with Habitat homeowners, they become invested in staying here. So we are turning out, 30 students a year, and many of them are staying here and working with local employers. So this gives us an opportunity to bolster construction trade professionals, increase affordable home construction in rural Winona County, and do that in a way that doesn't cost burden communities in the way that it can with a project as expensive as a Habitat house. So I wanted to come to you here at the genesis of the idea before we haven't yet raised all the money. We have $150,000 of our $250,000 goal committed. And so we will begin working with communities soon. We would like to talk with township administrators and with local city councils so that they can really be leaders in bringing affordable housing to their communities if that's what they wish for. So Habitat does not want to come in and do a thing without community buy-in. We want to work together with communities to build something that's desirable and wanted so that people who wish to stay in the communities that they have don't feel the need to leave for housing. So I would welcome your questions, and I would also like to encourage Larry to come up and tell you what he thinks as well, if that's acceptable.
Yes.
Amanda, I do have a question. So what you said is you need 200,000 and you have 150?
We're working on $250,000 as our fundraising goal.
Oh, okay.
So that we can do a little bit of land banking and be ready for rising construction costs. We're at 150.
Gotcha.
Well, good evening. It's good to be here. And I think I've had the opportunity to meet all of you or most of you since I've been in Winona. So very excited about this project. And, we talk about practical work experience for our students. And these students are working, building the house from the foundation up. So they get all the opportunities to, make sure that the house is square and the roof is on right and that type of thing. And it's just very exciting. I was out to the current site here in town here a few weeks ago, and the students just really take a lot of pride. And you can just imagine down the road, 25, 50 years, they'll be bringing their grandkids by that house and saying, you know, when I was a student at Minnesota State College Southeast, I worked in that house. And they really get connected with the folks that they're building the house for through Habitat for Humanity. And they know the individual by name, they know what the person is interested in doing, what the family wants, and it's just a great experience. The program, we've expanded it, and as Amanda was saying, we've got 30-some students, and we're hoping we'll add another instructor. I guess I shouldn't say we. The plan would be perhaps in the future with another president to add another instructor and add capacity to the program. And as Amanda points out, the students are from the region and they'll stay in the region. And so it's just very exciting, and it's a good, solid partnership. And we really appreciate Habitat for Humanity and working with Amanda and her team. So thank you.
Just a quick question. So 30 students, is it a one-year curriculum that they learn? Is it a carpentry curriculum?
Yes, it's construction technology.
Construction
And
technology.
it's a 2-year program.
Okay.
Yep.
2
And
years.
so we'll probably be coming, we'll have probably close to 40 students by the time that the college year starts. So,
Awesome.
yeah.
All right.
And they're out there in the middle of the winter and they're doing projects, and they learn that aspect as well. So it's just a very good experience.
Okay, great.
Amanda, I got a question. Is this a nationwide movement for the Habitat for Humanity or just local?
Kind of a combination. So USDA 502 Rural Development Financing is a national program, and there are a lot of Habitat affiliates that make use of it. I would say that we are unique in the endowed curriculum approach that we're taking. So a lot of them will do it on a more casual basis, sometimes building one, sometimes not. We're taking this and making it more formulaic. Rice County does a lot of USDA houses, and so does St. Louis County. So here in Minnesota, we have excellent affiliate partners to help us learn.
Will Jimmy Carter still have a job?
I don't think they ever paid him.
He doesn't get paid.
He
yeah.
is quite
Oh,
the
he's a
volunteer. Yeah.
Well, we had a county commissioner, Colleen Landcamer. She's a Blue Earth County Commissioner. She headed up the USDA under Obama. So I'm surprised that Mankato, she's from the Mankato area. I'm surprised Blue Earth doesn't do more of this.
They may.
Yeah, maybe they do and we just aren't aware of it. But
Yeah.
yeah, she was head of the USDA rural development for a couple of years.
And you don't have to be a Habitat for Humanity affiliate to get USDA financing. So any person who is interested in financing their house with a USDA loan can find their own contractor, go through the application independently, and go in and do that. Habitat for Humanity provides some additional support and structure in terms of homeowner education. And we're also very good at keeping costs low, but certainly anybody who's interested in that financing can pursue it independently. It's not a little monopoly we have.
This is all new construction. Is any of that money eligible for rehab or for redoing houses with different heating systems and things like that?
That is such a great question. And yes, USDA also has a 504 program, which is home repairs. And we are also really interested in doing those. So there are options. Those are, they're not such a heavy lift for the community. So we don't feel the need to fundraise in advance to implement those, but we'll be doing that as well.
Any other questions?
Where's the first house going?
We don't know yet.
They haven't got it figured out yet.
And that's part of where talking with township administrators will be important, because we want to go to a community that welcomes affordable housing development and is really interested in helping the process of finding the right homeowner for the space and doing that collaboratively.
And Larry, I graduated from that program and I still drive by the house that I built.
It's still standing.
That's amazing, right? Stone, did you build them with stone and
Wood foundation.
wood stone foundation? I would, Larry, I know you're leaving your job, but I would somehow to put in for your, the next person and hiring maybe another instructor or something, that we so desperately need tradespeople. And I would encourage somehow that you start, you know, like in middle school or something, encouraging people to, you know, to get into that, you know, profession, because it's a definitely needed. I've got grandsons, but one in particular comes to mind. I can give him a box, a couple 2x4s, and a roll of blue tape, and he's always building. It's amazing what he can build with those basic pieces of equipment. So I can see him building some, you know, into a program like that. But I would highly encourage, yeah, to get kids interested early on.
Yeah, we've been really
Necessary need.
redoubling our efforts to do outreach with the high schools. And you're right, it needs to start in the junior high and even earlier
Yes.
to really focus on what the opportunities are out there. And tradespeople in particular. I mean, there was a book several years ago that was written about trades. And, you know, if you want to know a millionaire, it's somebody that's driving around in a pickup that's a tradesperson. So there's a lot of opportunity.
Yes, and that will continue, I'm sure, strong. Okay, all right, Amanda, well, if we can help in somehow, you know, the staff here, and like you said, we can help you make connections into some of the smaller cities and the township organizations, and hopefully get some good partnerships going.
The planning department can help you if you need a CUP or anything like that.
Thank you. I'd be grateful for the support as we get this going. And in the spirit of young people developing their enthusiasm for the construction trades, I wanted to take a minute to celebrate the high school students of St. Charles High School who built the shed for the house that we're putting together now, and who would like to go on to build a shed for every Habitat house that we build going forwards. So we are working our best to engage all the young people who are interested.
Great,
Wonderful.
all right, okay, well, thank you very much. Committee reports, Commissioner Meyer.
Mind, I do have a item.
Oh, you do? Oh, you changed your mind. Okay. Always a prerogative. So Commissioner Jacob. Okay. Commissioner Meyer, did you remember?
Well, you know, I was having some physical issues the day that we had the in-person district meeting, AMC district
Yes.
meeting. So I attended their virtual meeting. which
Oh,
was
okay.
Monday morning.
Mhm.
And you probably know more about this than I do. I was fascinated to hear the talk by the representative from MCIT. And I understood that they're actually going to be given a rebate this year, but then they're going to turn around and raise the rates.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It is quite, they have given a refund rebate, and what we use different terminology for it, for many years, because, and I was always, before sitting on that board, not totally understanding everything, I was always offended that they charged me too much, and then I was supposed to feel good that they were giving us money back. But it's all based on, do we know how many claims are going to happen, and the severity of the payment of the claim and stuff. So it's a guessing game. It's a statistical, you know, analyzed factor. But yes, they will be giving a refund both in a workman's comp area and a property casualty area. And we have to hope that we have no natural disaster, catastrophic events. A couple years ago, Winona County did not get hit hard, but a couple years ago, Dodge County got hit hard. And I think every one of their cars and trucks in their fleet had major hail damage. And so that really throws a monkey wrench in any kind of savings, because you pay for that. But the rates, well, it's unfortunate. No rates seem to go down. The rates will be going up because of the amount of property counties keep building buildings. And so then and it's amazing, insurance companies don't really like risk. Insurance companies like to make money. And so they just adjust their rates according to what they figure they're going to pay out. And again, they're usually beholden to stockholders, and their goal is to make money, not to break even. Whereas MCIT is always looking for, you know, the best program, but eliminating and minimizing the risk that counties take. You will see a shift probably in a range of choice of deductibles going into the future. You know, some counties want to take more risk and feel they have less risk than others, so they may choose a higher deductible. Of course, our jail will add to our insurance coverage
Right.
considerably.
And what she was saying is that because construction costs are so high right now,
Yep,
that
it's
means
based
a
on,
part of the insurance is the replacement value, and that was a really big contributing factor. So,
yes, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
But
not a good
presumably that
time.
would be a blip if they get things straightened out and the costs come back down.
Yeah, yet to be seen and stuff, so, yes. And our MCIT, our fearless leader, Robin Sykes, is retiring. She has been the leader for 20 plus years, I think. She's been in county government for like 45 plus years and very knowledgeable. But, you know, everybody's, you know, got a time and she deserves her retirement. And so we will be, as a board, we will be setting up a hiring process, which they're currently working on.
And Brian, and I can't remember his last name now, but he was their safety guy, and he would, because I went on the tour with him, he monitors safety
Okay.
as far as slip strips.
Brian,
involved. What's his last name? He's retired as well, and I don't think they're going to replace him, so.
Right, it's like every
We have to do our own
organization.
inspections
Yeah,
now,
like
is what
every
they-
organization, people are reaching that retirement age, so,
Okay, I
yes.
think that was it.
Okay. She lost a couple attorneys too, but they were easily replaced. Plenty in the pool of that category.
We're a dime a dozen, right? Okay.
Yeah. All right, Commissioner Kavesi.
Yeah, the WinLAC One Watershed, One Plan Policy Group met on the 14th. We discussed and approved the contract for planning. We discussed and approved a timeline and the issues for public meetings, and they will start in August. And we discussed the features we wanted in a logo. So, and Minnesota Department of Health made a presentation of their priorities. Those presentations, there's been one at every meeting so far. They are available as PowerPoints. So if anybody wants to see those PowerPoints, you can see them. Sunday was the Parade for Steamboat Days, and the drug court, treatment court, one of the participants made the initiative to join the parade. So they organized it and they got their gang together. They got the candy together. They got all the good stuff together, and they marched in the parade. And I thought it was great. People cheered and clapped, and they saw friends along the sidelines. So was really, that's a really good PR move to see people going through this and coming out the other side as real people and real taxpayers and real participants in the community. So I thought it was a win-win. So you may see them appearing in other parades around the county, I'm not sure. But they were pretty, they were pretty Skyped to, you know, be doing it. Yes.
Good.
I would have said hi, but they weren't really high. I had to think of a different word.
All right. Well, that's good. A good positive. Commissioner Jacob.
Yeah, I guess it snuck up on me because it's 3 weeks before our next meeting. Usually it's just 2, but Winona County Fair. So that'll be July 6th through the 11th. And there'll be 2 meetings that will be moved. Our SWCD meeting will be held at the fair at 10 a.m. on July 8th. And our county extension meeting will be at 11 a.m. on July 8th. Up at those will both be held at the community tent there at the fair. So
You still have the Settlers Day and the celebration.
I haven't
Well,
heard.
I have a note. Bob Bamanick wasn't able to come tonight, so he did provide me. He says, Commissioners, the Winona County Fair is taking place July 7th through the 11th. Cindy and the Winona County Fair Board have been working endless hours to provide the best possible with the shortest lead time. You are invited to participate in the annual recognition program Thursday afternoon, July 8th at 2 p.m. in the entertainment tent. Many honors will be presented To provide safe and comfortable distancing, there will not be a congratulatory line, but all commissioners attending will be introduced along with other special guests. And then there's no treats afterwards either. I said, Bob, you're gonna lose me if you don't have treats, you know, but anyway. But Bob will be the MC, and they will be doing the day, you know, honoring the day and Century Farm and those types of things, but no congratulatory line. Looking forward to seeing you there, Bob Bamanek, Recognition Program Chair. And so we have some programs. I did note that, and they have, the Fair Board, actually in May, they didn't know for sure, you know, or April, I'm sorry, April probably, they didn't know for sure if they were even going to have a fair. So it may be downscaled some from the past, but they are trying to do all the events and keep people entertained. And I am very disappointed. I don't see apple pie judging, but I think maybe they have had to restrict all the baking types of things with the COVID. But it looks like they got a lot of entertainment. I do know the 4-H, they were both doing, they could bring their animals there, or they could do a virtual. So they were trying to combine both activities. So I'm not 100% sure how many animals will be there. They're also having some open class dairy and beef and I think sheep. And so they're trying to do as much as they can, but this is a whole breakdown of every day and the event and time, so you can keep that for reference. So knowing that the Fair Board has worked hard in a very short time to provide entertainment for the people. Other than that, is there any other business to come before the Winona County Board?
Adjourn. Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Olson, seconded by Commissioner Jacob to adjourn. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. We adjourn. Thank you.